Welcome to the 702 Gaming Podcast, episode number 3. I'm Jacob, and I got Josh with me here today.
Yo,
Jason's out
yo.
of town. How you doing?
Good, good. How are you?
Good. So I wanted to start off the conversation today. Now that the Sea of Thieves has had the Disney collaboration update with Pirates of the Caribbean, um, I got to play through. There's 5 tall tales that they've added, which are stories that take you in or out of an instance, like a dungeon type thing. The stories are pretty cool and well written, and you fight bosses, things like this. But I've completed the first 2. Um,
Okay.
they're really good so far. I
Nice.
really like it. Um, but it made me think, are they trying to go in the direction of, say, like a Fortnite where
Hmm.
they can then bring in not just pirates, but you know how Fortnite's brought in
Right.
Marvel characters and
It's worked out really well for
oh,
them. Yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
I know Sea of Thieves has nowhere near the player base that Fortnite has, but still, are they trying to go that route, do you think, or was it just pirates worked perfectly?
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing it. I don't know how many movie characters, like pop culture characters, right, that Fortnite can bring in. I don't know how much could they do that with Sea of Thieves and still center around the pirate life. Like Fortnite is just a basic BR, and they can do whatever they want with the. I mean, they got like some base zombies, and then it's like, yeah, we're just gonna make it whatever we want to make it. So Sea
Yeah,
of Thieves can't really, right?
they
Probably
gotta
they
stick
still
with
have
the
to stay.
pirates.
They stay. I mean, it's gonna be pirates and some types of ghost,
Yeah.
skeleton, goblin. Something. I don't. You can't get like too overly magical, I guess, or off your genre.
And would it get a little muddy if they ended up adding more Disney pirate-like elements like Captain Hook or Little Mermaid type? Because there's mermaids in the game.
If they're gonna run, yeah, is if
Like, do
it's
they
all
keep going with it?
a
Because
hook would be cool, like that hook,
Captain Hook would be
Captain like
cool.
a Captain Hook and like Peter Pan thing. Like obviously you probably
Yeah,
can't be Peter Pan, but maybe you like they could go that route.
maybe you work with
That
them.
seems a little like,
A little out there.
well, I think it brings the maturity of the game down a little bit, if you know what I'm saying. If that makes
Yeah,
sense,
yeah,
like it is like anybody could play right now. Like it could be a family
right.
game, or it could be pretty hardcore adulting and like really toxic, right? But
Yeah,
or
that's a good point, though.
so
That's a very good point.
Pirates of the Caribbean is dark by nature,
Mhm.
and I think that fit in like really
Yeah,
well. Jack Sparrow and like, but it's also a Disney thing, so it just aligns really well, like overall. And it was pretty cool to see the E3 when that dropped.
yeah,
Not to go too much in the past, but I know it's playable now and all that. So,
yeah.
how many missions is it supposed to have, or the Tall Tales?
Yeah, so the Tall Tales itself for the Pirates of the Caribbean section is 5.
Okay.
And they're a good, the first time you run them and you don't know what you're doing unless you look up, a walkthrough. If you don't do that, it's gonna take you probably an hour and a half each Tall Tale,
Yeah.
I would say. Yeah,
It's a
if you
lot
have
of
a
content.
walkthrough and stuff, I'm sure you could burn through it, but we tried not to look up anything before we do each one so it
Right.
can surprise us.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said in the previous podcast, there's like all the audio from the ride and Easter eggs just everywhere. Oh, I remember seeing that on the ride, or I
On the
remember
Disney
that from the
ride, right?
movie.
On the
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
okay.
cool. And as I'm playing it, I'm sitting there telling my wife and my brother that are my crew on there, you realize we're playing a game based on a movie, based on a theme park ride. It's just that's wild.
And the loop just keeps going. I think you lost me
Yeah,
there for a second, but it's really cool and interesting what they're doing. Um, I never would have thought this would have happened. Like I didn't even. I mean, obviously, like Sea of Thieves is not necessarily on my radar, overall, but to get the contract with Disney and put that in the game, that's a hell of a collab. Like it's
yeah,
that's pretty nice. Like that was pretty smart, and uh, and for Sea of Thieves, long term, if you would have told me when it first came out, I was like, oh, but it's mostly cosmetic. Like, what am I going to chase? It's that part for, I don't know, my own personal stuff. That's why like I didn't play it, but
Yeah.
the the long haul, if you, I would have never thought or guessed they would have been able to get to this point. So bravo to like Sea of Thieves of like dev teams and market and all that. Like they really kept the game going, and it's definitely a future in it. I don't know if it's like you said. I don't know if it's Fortnite. It's going like
Yeah.
that. But Hook
I
would
mean,
be cool. Like I mean, but and
yeah.
then you gotta start stretching or make your own characters. But if this is like I don't know, a stepping stone to make their own stuff and pretty original pirate stories, it sounds dope.
Yeah. And I remember when they showed that trailer on E3, I was traveling and you shot me a text immediately and said, "Yo, did you see this?"
Yeah,
And I was like, "What is it?" And you said, "Just, I'll just let you watch it."
yeah. That was
That was
probably,
cool.
I was like, what?
I
That was
did
kind
not
of
expect.
oh man, and it dropped really fast, right? So E3, and
Yeah.
then now it was 3 weeks or something. It
Yep.
was pretty quick. You're already
Yep.
playing it, and that was free.
Yep. Free update. And it, like I said, it added a whole lot of enemy types. So if you're in the water, sometimes these siren mermaid guys will just start attacking you in the water. You'll hear music play and they just come up from the depths and start attacking you. There's these crustacean guys that'll pop out of the dirt and they have different moves. Like one kind of rushes you like a bull. One has an electric eel that he whips around and electrocutes you. Different things like that. There's like a giant crustacean, looks like Hulk or something like that.
That's cool.
So they added some stuff just in the world too. You don't have to be in the Tall Tale to get to see the new content, but
Well,
it is really
tell
cool.
me about the other side of that, though, like the loot and stuff.
Yeah.
That is it. Is it still cosmetic stuff, or now are
Yeah.
you learning any new moves to combat new things, or is it still the same, just like hack slash, and then like I want a little bit more from that game. That's all
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I know.
But I'm
Well,
biased.
so nothing is tied into your character, but they do add new weapons and things to use to fight other players, but you don't start off with those. You have to go find those items in the world. But they did add a staff that shoots like a ball of energy, I guess, or
There you go.
water. I don't really know. And you charge it up, and the longer you charge it, the more blast radius it has. When you use all of its ammo in it, the staff dissolves in your hand. And you find that like floating around, or sometimes you find them sitting on islands and stuff. And that was really cool because you can hurt some people. We boarded a ship and they had the best of us actually. We were about to sink and we got on their boat and I had that staff and when you're on a brigantine at the bottom it's like pretty much one long hallway and I just stood at the back of the hallway and as they were coming at me to shotgun me I just kept hitting them with that staff down the hallway, just hitting them, all three of them, took them all out. That gave us enough time to repair our ship and sink them and then by the time they came back it was done. We got everything from them, and they had a lot of stuff, so it
Nice.
was pretty cool. So it's pretty cool. What have you been playing lately?
Um, overall, just been on like a Mario kick. I still play
Oh,
Destiny. We raided like last night.
you have a
I'll,
crew, right?
I'll still, yeah, we have our raid crew and all that.
Yeah.
The the I don't know, since Mario Super Baseball came out, or golf, right? The
Hmm.
I've been kind of stuck on that, and then which made me want to play Super Mario RPG again. And then with that, I'm playing this other like baseball game. I play it with my brother, Super Mega Baseball. It's like kind of not realistic and all that, but
What's that
super.
on?
This in the Steam store. You can play it on
Oh, okay.
Xbox.
You're playing all this on
It's
PC.
a Microsoft game. We played like the first iteration or second iteration of that Super Mega Baseball 2 or something like that on Xbox. Game shared it and did all that. That was cool.
That's
Um,
cool.
but yeah, super stuck in
And
Mario RPG right now. I am like, you have to get 6 stars, and I have like 4 of them. So I just nerded out on
And
it
this
this
is a
last
Switch.
week.
This
No,
is on
that's an
Switch.
emulator. The Super
Oh,
Mario.
you're on
This
an
so this is
emulator.
an old game. This is a Super Nintendo game,
Gotcha. Oh, okay.
and then I'm also playing the Super Mario Golf on the Switch.
Oh, okay.
So I'll
Okay.
go sit on the couch there when I'm done playing RPG for a while. I'll go play it. I am like, I don't know, it's weird, like,
Marioed out.
yeah, kind of
I think you
Mario
need to go to
fake
that new
cartoon games right now.
Nintendo theme park. Isn't there one in
That's it. That
Florida now or something?
is it in Florida?
Something, I don't know.
I
It
thought
got
it
like
was
shut
like
down immediately
I
because
thought
of
it was like
COVID,
in
but
Japan or Tokyo or
I
something
think
like
it,
that.
it might be, yeah. It looked pretty cool though.
That's
So, but you play Destiny on PC.
correct.
Now on Destiny, can you hop onto an Xbox and play your same character? Does it go back and forth, or are you playing a new character when you do that?
So that's you can do cross save right now. And
Okay.
then I'd have to look up the date so I'm not wrong. But coming the next season, right?
Mhm.
Destiny has a season pass model.
Mhm.
At the next season will be cross play. So if you were on console right now and had said character, then you go to the Bungie site and link the accounts, and then you can take it to the other console or right whatever, and then next season we can play together. So
Cool.
and they did that. They did the cross save. Wow, it's been quite some time. I think at least over a year for cross save. So you can go from PC to Xbox to PlayStation with your character. So you didn't have to like keep starting over on the different consoles or even generation, and then which is just was a big prelude to crossplay eventually. Like if you're not crossplay in the next 3 years on a game, you're not on my console.
Right.
Or my PC for that matter. Like, and then I won't play with you because I'm just like it's got to be basically on the PC and your console if you're going to stay there.
Yeah.
It just needs to. Most games
It
already
gets
do.
it draws in a larger player base,
I
and
think so.
I like for a game like Destiny when you're looking for a group to do a dungeon or do a raid and you don't have people with you, because a lot of people don't have that. They just do the LFG, right? In game. Doing crossplay opens up that pool so you aren't waiting 45 minutes to find a crew, right? It finds it a
Correct.
lot faster.
So that will bring in maybe my hope would be that crossplay brings life to their guided games like lobbies. So guided games are I'm willing to show you how to do the raid and all that, right? And I got 3 or 4 of my friends or guys in my crew, my clan. So then I can go into a guided game queue, say I'll Sherpa or lead it with my guys, and then other people that are there's another section that lets you log in as like 1 or 2 players. And then so you guys are like, oh, I'm a noob, I need help me through it. So they go into that lobby, and then we get paired up. Right now, besides just being limited to your console or the Steam account per se, like that pool is already small enough because it's like there's not a good reason to go help people. Like you don't get any
Okay.
rewards from that, so it's really just out of the goodness of your heart. And most people already have their teams because that's how we were like had to do it. That the pool of LFG through the game is not very good. Now on like there's a great Discord server that helps with that, but that's only really PC guys. So the
Right.
pools for those LFGs and maybe those guided games could potentially be bigger. I'm not saying that's a fix all, but it's more room for opportunity to make the LFG process a lot less painless, or a lot more painless, I guess.
Well, if someone was wanting to go through the guided games and be shown, how to exactly do a raid or a dungeon, where do they access that through the game?
You can. There's is a guided game mechanic, and right now, like I don't mind doing them if people want to do it with me. That's the other part is like I got to convince other friends to go in there because typically it's seen as like, oh well, they're noobs and I want to get this raid done in an hour. I don't want to drag a couple of noobs through for what? I don't get anything, progression in the game besides a variant of an emblem. So, in a game where it's so loot based like that, you're like,
They need to
I
add
do a thing, you
rewards.
give me a thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how that game is built, and it's what everybody gets a joy out of. Um,
If they dangled some really good loot in there for people that guide someone else,
mhm.
that would be really enticing.
Like if it was an extra. So right now, like Pinnacle is part of the power based system or the leveling system. So the Pinnacle drop is what you want to be within season, whatever rank, and do the newest stuff and stay on top of it. If they like gave every person in that group said that Pinnacle drop for helping two other people, it would be more worth it. They just don't do that for whatever reason. I think that guided games was just like an idea to try to get people off of third party LFG for the game itself, but third party LFG really runs the show for Destiny. Like even outside their own app, they have a Destiny app where I can move equipment around characters or whatever I want to do. But they have an LFG system on there as well. So not in game and on their app, and they both don't get as much action as say the Steam one as the main Destiny 2 like LFG Discord. There, I couldn't even. I'd have to click off of it to find how many viewers in it, but I mean, or users I should say in that. I mean, they post so fast in that one. There's so many people doing it in there. Your screen is just going and when you're looking for somebody, sometimes it's even hard. So, and I just don't understand why it's third party in Discord and not through the game on the game itself. It's like, why couldn't you just do that on the game? And I don't know if that's Bungie server side, like that's too much traffic, and to really get that going, maybe that's the reason. I don't know, but
Bungie did a similar thing when they were still on Halo, where they had like a separate website that you would go and look at all your stats and everything. But it was like, why can't I see it in game?
Right.
It's so odd to me. Sea of Thieves actually has a similar where you go to the Sea of Thieves website and you can see your progress and everything like that. And at first, that's all you could do to see that stuff. But now they have been adding. Sea of Thieves Rare's been doing really good at adding that information into the game,
Right.
where you can look at it through like a log in game. It's way better.
I agree.
Yep, way better. So that Mario golf's pretty good.
Oh, yeah, I'm digging it, man. It's I mean, it's very, it's Mario Golf. It's cartoon. It's not like, a sim or anything. There's a couple other golf games like that. But I've always enjoyed playing those, and it's like you play speed golf and like run over people like you would play in Mario Kart, right? You do like special runs and dashes, and you bump them out of the way, and their coins come flying out. And then you go hit the ball real quick, and then, I mean, I'm gonna play through it. I'm gonna finish it. I'm probably 60 something percent through like the story campaign kind of portion, and then some other friends that I have are playing multiplayer a lot, and so that's not, I guess that's pretty slick too, but I don't know how long I'll really be on that. I really wanted to play through like the story and enjoy
get the main meat out of it.
Yeah, and then just when the kid wants to play, just absolutely dominate him, just kill him. He was watching me,
coins everywhere.
Yeah, he started playing it too, and then like I was like, nope, you're getting ahead of me. So then I went hard and stayed up way later than I should have the next day, and got all ahead of him. He's like, oh, you could hit the ball so far now. I was like, yep, get wrecked. So he always tells me he's 10.
You train him.
Well, I don't know. He almost got me on the NHL game the other day, but
I know we gotta keep our kids in place by stomping them on the game every now and then.
You forget why you're so good. Got the gaming gene.
So, what character do you play on Mario? Who's your character of choice?
You can create your own. You're you played Wii before, yes?
So it's like your Mii character.
Yeah, so you recreate your Mii within Super Mario, and then you build them up, and then you, after doing practice sessions or the story missions, you get to fill your progress bars. So you get
very cool.
You get power, speed, like you have to have stamina, because you literally run across the course. The game looks great and it plays super smooth. Like if I were like the way you do play it, it's almost too smooth and boring. Um, you hit your drive and then you just like go into like sprint, or you do your special sprint and try to knock off the other competitors, and they're doing the same thing. So it's like a weird like Mario Kart and golf smash mix
And
up.
does it go based on your swings like real golf, or is it who gets the ball in the hole first?
So
Is it a time
there's a
thing?
whole bunch of different games for it, or game modes.
Different modes?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
that's what excited me when I saw their presentation back in E3, and I really wanted, like, I pre-ordered it, had it ready to go. Um, is there's like speed golf, there's cross country golf, which basically like puts you on a side of a hill with a bunch of different holes and elevations, and you just like have 30 shots to get all the way across all of them. It's, I don't know, it's pretty neat. It's different, right? It's
Yeah.
not just straightforward golf games. There's one where like you were in a desert and you had to make sure you didn't sprint too much or something so you didn't lose and dehydrate. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
You're
It's
losing
just,
fluids.
yeah, it was hot, they were in a drought. I had to fix it. Literally, they were like, "Oh, we're in a drought. The boulder's blocking the water or whatever." And Mario's like, "Don't worry about it." Pulls out his driver and crushes a ball into the boulder, blows it up, and now the village is saved because the water's coming down after he was able to drive a ball through a boulder and blow it up. So, but yeah, it's very Mario-esque in that way. So all the different game modes and stuff are cool though. Like speed golf is whoever gets the ball in the hole fastest with the lowest score. And like
Okay.
like if you were going to do online, I wonder if they do like 3 or 6 holes. I haven't done the multiplayer yet. I want to, but that must just be like total time across 9 holes or whatever it is, because it is really, it's just a sprint and you're just bumping each other off with the supers.
Would
and
that
stuff.
be a fun game if they built a arcade cabinet, and it was sitting inside of a bar and you're having beer? Like if they
Yeah.
removed Golden Tee from the bar and they put Mario Golf?
I don't know, because if you're playing Golden Tee, you know what you're doing. So
Yeah,
Golden
that game's
Tee's
serious,
Golden
man.
Tee's fun.
With that ball, you got to
They'll
spin it up and
there's like national tournaments for Golden Tee.
yeah. And isn't Golden Tee the high score on the cabinet itself? Isn't it connected to the internet and it tells you like,
Yes, it
yeah,
can be. So people
that's
like
so cool.
literally, if you go to a bar that's like certified to have one and then is connected, you could do like a tournament, like regional tournament, and then you get invited and you do like national tournaments with Golden Tee.
I remember my brother was into that for a while.
Yeah.
It was I'm not good at that game, but it's really cool.
If you see
And I
a
like
lot of,
watching
some of
people
them
play it.
show like money, like cash prizes on the game, and show
Oh.
like it'll be like, oh, Golden Tee national championships, like $15,000. You're like, oh yes, yeah, I could do this.
Give me another beer.
Yeah.
That's when your shots are like getting better on your first beer, getting better on your second beer, and then third beer you're slicing, and fourth beer you're in the
That's how
sand trap
that's how it goes for real.
in real life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you recently got together with your crew on Destiny IRL.
That is
Am I
true.
right?
Yes, that's true.
So I heard a little bit about this and I thought that's pretty cool. So how did that even come about?
So I've been playing Destiny for 5 years, and the game has been out for like almost 8 or something like that. So I mean, Destiny 2's been out for quite some time now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I've known a lot of these guys through playing the game, and I've known most of them for at least one of them for like four years plus, from like playing Destiny 1 before it turned over to Destiny 2. And some of the others just kind of trickled in, and it's just so happens a lot of them live in the same area in Nebraska. So playing with these guys and raiding with them, once or twice a week for the last, several years, you kind of just become gaming friends. You meet other people through different people, and is when I was like really hardcore in Destiny, like running the clan, doing all that. When I was more posting on YouTube for that gaming channel for a while, we just built those connections with those people and got friends. And it's COVID times. Was bored. Flights there were it cost more for me to fly my bags to Nebraska where I went
Then your body.
than my body. So it was like, all right, well, frick it, let's go do it. Why not?
How long were you up there?
Never really done anything like that before. So
How long were you up there?
So I was up there from Thursday to Sunday, but Thursday I got there really late. So it was really just like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then I took like the red eye back. It was like first got there, didn't have like that night, didn't really have a lot of experiences. Like I said, with like grabbed a snack and then went to Dirty's apartment. I won't say his real name for security purposes, I guess, for now. People hacking, whatever. I don't know. So I went to his house and it was like main guy. We organized all this, a couple weeks prior. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. He was like, really? He was like, okay, you can crash on my couch and then we'll do all this and party or whatever. So he lives in like this downtown, Hastings, Nebraska. So that it's like, and they're trying to like revitalize it. So it's kind of more like Zappos was doing downtown, trying to like just make it more modern. I don't want to say more hipster-ish, like, so first morning went down, it's called the Art Bar. It's pretty dope. Shout out to the Art Bar. Hopefully maybe the podcast hits their ears or some of the Hastings crew out there. But it's really nice, like small. The population's not very big, right? I mean, I walked there from his apartment. Like he's just sent me a text. He was up, he was working, did some work in the morning. We ended up so I get down there to the Art Bar, get a coffee. It was super tasty, honey vanilla latte or something like that, and sit down. And he's just finishing up work on his laptop, just kind of taking in the atmosphere. It's really small town. And then in come all these other people that we've met like on Discord that are in the area and that game too, and they're different gaming. So, and it was almost like we sat down first thing in the morning when I got there, and if I could have put a microphone down, it would have been just like this Nebraska Art Bar gaming podcast. He was just talking about anything from video cards to, even Destiny a little bit. So yeah, I golfed a lot. It is pretty surreal when you've gamed with somebody and you've only chatted with them and you don't really do a lot of video chat, right? So like I have them on Facebook and, I kind of see their profile picture, whatever. But to be face to face with somebody that you're typically, 6-7 hours during the week you're playing games with and you're just voice chatting, it's kind of, there was like this weird adjustment period. It's like, all right, I hear the voices coming out, but it's weird to actually like see your body, like because now it's like in real life and you're so used to this distant connection. You're like, okay, we're just like two talking heads or whatever conversing, and there's no real physical. It's just different to be in person. Yeah. Overall, you know what I'm saying? But the vibe is awesome out there. Not in a hurry. Everything's closed. I'm so used to being here in Vegas and everything not closing ever. And,
everything's shut down at 8 p.m.
Like, they're like closed on Sunday and Tuesday.
Yeah.
Like all the shops. And so it's like a small downtown area. I mean, probably like a square mile and a half was like the little downtown area. And we walked everywhere. He took me to this awesome restaurant, which I met Oh My Lord, and I don't want to, again, I'm just using game tags so I met them. And then it was another guy's birthday party that's in our Discord too. He's not a Destiny player, but he plays all his other games. And so we all went out to had the best filet of my life. I mean, Nebraska.
Beef, they're raising the cows corn. There, man.
Yeah, man. Dairy farms and all that. So, and then just started drinking and walking around downtown, bar hopping, downtown area. And literally, like, we're just 10, 12 people deep because it's this other guy's birthday party. And we got some of the raid guys are getting together now. So there was 3 of us at that point. And then later the next day, we got 5 of the 6 that are in our raid crew. The 6 couldn't make it down from Kansas City. So he's up in Kansas City, and the other ones are in like surrounding Nebraska area somehow. So it was only like an hour and a half for some of them to come in and like meet the next day.
But you got your clan there physically raiding bars. Like
Yeah,
it was like a dungeon crawl, but it was a bar crawl.
It was the three of us were with a bigger party, but
Yeah.
it was, and we were dungeon crawling from bar
That had
to
to have
bar.
been a blast.
It was, man. I even like I FaceTimed my wife because I was like, "You got to see this." I turned around, I was like, "There you go." I said, "You see that?" I said, "This is us. This is everybody in downtown Hastings right now." He's like, I was like, literally, there's nobody else out here. I was like, it's 9:30 at night. We're done, had dinner. We already went to one bar. We were walking to another, and it was like, where is everybody?
Do you feel like after that trip, I'm guessing you've played with them again since, right?
Oh yeah, last
Like,
night.
do you feel like you guys' relationship is better now or different, or is it make it a little weird now that you know each other in person?
No, I mean, if anything, because even I say, our bond is even a little stronger for doing that. And, now they're talking about coming out here. And I told them, I said, "Oh, you hooligans can't stay at my house, but like, if you come out here, I'll come hang out with you." No, like, again, each time I met a different person, right, face to face, it's like, because I only knew, I think I only had like one of them for Facebook anyway. So seeing all their faces for the first time, besides like maybe seeing a stupid, silly picture that they posted in Discord, being there, it's like this weird, and then you kind of like, it was pretty short, and it got shorter as I met more of the guys, but like 15, 20 minutes. And then like, okay, now I've just associated your face. That's what you look like. And
Yeah.
we're still friends, like all that. And we just fall right into bullshit, and like we would if we were playing Destiny, Discord, chatting, and all that stuff. So, you probably, if you have that good of friends even online for that long of a period, my buddy in California and his wife's the Slot Queen, she's got that channel. Like, I've known him for 6 or 7 years now, from like earlier in D1 days. I don't know. You're already good friends, and you have like a good judge of character. Like, those people don't annoy you. So just being able to hang out for real and like, slap hands, high five, have that personal interaction. I mean, I'm not that much of an introvert. Yeah, but
I don't know if I've ever told you this story, but so one of my friends that I've known for a really long time here in Vegas, we were playing Gears of War 2 when it first came out. And we're playing online, and a friend of mine from Oregon hit me up, and she was like, "Hey, I love Gears of War. Can I join you?" So she joined. We ended up playing like all night, us 3 on Gears online. And after I logged off and went to bed, I guess they kept chatting. And to make a long story short, they are now married and have been married for a long, like 10 years, living up. They moved up to Oregon. And
see,
I mean, you can meet someone online and then end up married.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want. I mean, that's kind of fairy tale, but there's something that said, like, because you can only have a conversation online, right? You literally have your avatar in the way of like, everybody. I guess it's like you can really talk to somebody, and you probably get to know more truths about somebody in just blind conversation than you do when we're person to person. We're very guarded and deceitful and all that as human beings. So I think that definitely, having a longer conversation over longer periods of time, like you really have a good idea of what that person
Yeah.
is made of. Because like you're not going to be able to fake it for so long when you're like, oh, you can't see me, you're going to slip, you're going to be an
Yeah.
ass, and you're going to be, if you're a jerk, it's going to slip every few times over the long haul, just like it would. I mean, if you're person to person, but
And in the way they're meeting or that you meet people online, you've already established something in common because you're both in the same, not just this both playing games, but you're in the same game. You obviously
right,
like similar things, right?
yeah,
So you end up hitting it off.
that's good. Why
Yeah.
not?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know about like dating online like that. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess you could say we are, a little bromance on our raid crew, and then
Yeah.
and there might be a little favoritism of some of the guys than others, but oh crap, they might listen. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna
No,
say.
my
I
friends
didn't say many
definitely.
names.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I heard a couple. Um, yeah. Like my friend, they talked a lot via Xbox Live, but once they decided to start dating, they traveled to see each other and stuff. So it worked out. But yeah, you do hear stories about people like on World of Warcraft or whatever,
Uh,
right? Never seeing each other.
it's not unheard of. It's not
Yeah, it
unheard of,
happens.
and like you said, you doing something you both enjoy, and it's like
Yeah.
it's hard not to be friends as long as like everything the vibe has to be there, and that's one of the biggest things. Literally, the note that I wrote down for that was that the Nebraska vibe out there overall, it was just easy to fall into, and they're pretty laid back, and again, because I've known these guys for a long time, it was like a slight 15-minute adjustment period, just like, okay, all right, yep, just there we go. All right, I'm good. I did tell you we went to the karaoke bar late that first evening I was there, and that took me for a loop. I don't really go bar hopping and get shaken up too often like that, but it was like our fourth bar, and it was just
Did you
going.
sing?
No, it was it. I swear. So I was talking about how nobody was on the streets, right? So we
Yeah.
were just like, oh, ho humming, and like the group got bigger by like two more people. Like it just the group kept like getting bigger. I'm like, okay, like this has to be the whole town here then. And then we finally go into I can't remember the name of it. They're gonna yell at me. But it's karaoke bar, and then just like open the door, and lights were flashing, people were singing, and there was like 50 people in there, and it's like a small little like alleyway kind of strip mall kind of bar. It was not very big, 1,000 square feet maybe, with like 50 people in there with the lights and everything in the full bar. I was just like, too much, need some air. Don't do this. I'm a little too old for this now. But
Well, I have a
hung in
feeling if
there.
those guys come down to Vegas, there's plenty of options to go crazy down here.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was it was just weird. It was like I don't think they do that every day or every night. It
Yeah.
is close to like a college, so it did feel like small college downtown bar hopping is
Hmm.
a way of life. So it could be
Yeah. What's the arcade? Not Dave and Buster's, but the other one. It's down
high
like Town
scores.
Square.
High scores.
No, that's the bar arcade. This one's just like a Dave and Buster's, but um anyways, that arcade, uh they have rooms that you can rent couches and consoles and just basically throw a party. That would be pretty cool to do if people came from out of town, and they serve you drinks and all that stuff. That
Yeah,
would be cool to get a group together from out of town and just have like the whole raid crew in one room.
that'd be dope.
No mics, just raiding. That'd be cool.
Little LAN party.
Yep.
That's what you used to have to
Go
do
old school.
before we could play online, right? And do LAN
Yeah.
parties.
We did plenty of that.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, I think that's about it. If anyone wants to hit us up with questions or things they would like us to talk about, hit us up on 702gaming@gmail.com. Seven is spelt out, Seven. 02gaming@gmail.com. Find us on YouTube and your local, not local, but your online podcast streaming, Apple, Google, Spotify, wherever you want to find us. We're out of here.